Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Champions League Fantasy Football. In today's video, I want to talk to you guys about my team going into match day one. Now, I'm going to try my best to help people out. I've been playing this game for a decent amount of years now, decent ranks as well, and it is definitely a break from FPL. So if you want to try something a little bit different, then go ahead and check this game out. So, for this year's Champions League Fantasy Football, I found that creating a team was actually quite easy. Maybe it's because, I know some of the players. And it's actually quite difficult to kind of, figure out who might play because there are games tomorrow as well. And there's not many like press conferences out there. It's quite difficult to gain the information that we need to figure out if any of the players that we have is actually going to start. But what I've done in previous seasons is, I did a lot of research on who's doing well. Really, not going too much in detail, but just like players that are doing well for their teams, and players that actually start. So that helps out a lot. Now, for me, I'm not going to go through every single rule in this game. I'm pretty sure there's other videos out there that has done that before. But I want to talk to you guys about my strategy and what I'm thinking to do. The team that you are seeing, I would say I'm around probably 90% there. There's a couple of changes that I could make. And obviously, I'm going to be browsing the Twitter feeds and, it's not Twitter anymore, right? And I'm going to just check for news, really. So that's what I'm going to be doing. But I'm pretty set. I'm quite happy with the structure as well. And as you can see, there's a strategy here already where I've got a lot of Manchester City, Barcelona, got a couple of Bayern Munich. I'm kind of focusing on a couple of teams that has got a decent fixtures. Now, the other strategy that I wanted to mention is that I'm going to be wildcarding or using the limitless chip in match day 2. So that's why I'm just going all out for match day 1, and then I'll use one of the chips available for me. And then we'll see how things go. But if things are okay, maybe I might not need to use the limitless chip and so on. But I wanted to have a quick look at the matches, so hopefully this will load for us. And this is what you may need to do as well, is to kind of figure out, looking at these fixtures, who's got the best fixtures. As you can see for this Tuesday game, I'm going to post this as soon as possible. Recording this at lunchtime. As you can see, there's decent amount of fixtures here. Manchester City's got a great fixture at home. Feyenoord, Barcelona, and even PSG against Dortmund. Dortmund's defense is not that great, and there's an amazing fixtures like Milan and like Newcastle, maybe Lazio and Madrid. So we've got to, I think the strategy that you have to think about is, do you want to go all in? For me, I want to go kind of all in for match day 1 and just focus on the teams that's actually got really good fixture. And in the group stages, I like to go all out. I try to, bring in all of the players that has got a really good fixture and just take that risk. As you can see, Real Madrid's got a good fixture as well. Even Bayern Munich against Manchester United. Manchester United's defense is crumbling, and they just, their team, it's just, there's just too many issues, right? These are the things that we're going to be looking out for as well. But it's good to look at this. So you got match day 1, right? You got the Tuesday game, so you have one captain option here. So I'm going to pretty much go for Haaland because he's highly owned, and I don't want to take the risk. And it's Haaland; he scores lots of goals. And then here, if that does not work, I do have, Harry Kane or one of the Real Madrid players. And depends if I want to bring any of the Arsenal or so on, whatever. But I'm kind of guaranteeing that I'm going to get a return from Haaland. So, and obviously this is match day 2. I haven't really looked too much ahead, but I'm quite happy with the team that I have anyway. But if I need to make those big changes, then I've got the limitless chip and so on to kind of kind of do that really. So that's my strategy, is to kind of like go all out. So if I just go back and just have a look at the team itself. Let me just have a quick look here. So if I go to rules, let's just do this. Just something that I wanted to quickly check, and just scroll this like this. So if we just go to chips, as you can see, we've got the wild card and we've got the limits chip. You know, the wild card is there for you to sort out your team, and you got that team for the rest of the group stages. But we can make some transfers, obviously. But limitless chip is a very cool chip where there's no limit. So if there are a lot of players that's quite expensive and they've got great fixtures, you can pretty much activate it and go all out with very expensive players. So let's go back now. Let's go over here, I guess. There we go. So let's zoom this in like this. So let's go through the team, and then I'll talk to you guys about why I've picked these players. So I went with 3 Manchester City players. Now I'm not saying that all of these players are gonna start. You know, you got Kanji, you got Rodri, and you got Haaland. Now Rodri would actually pick up a lot of points because of those recovered points. As you can see, 64 balls recovered. That helps out a lot. That builds up the points. And then, you know, if he gets an assist here and there, you know, scores a goal, that's going to help out a lot from him being, you know, 6.5. As you can see, most of my midfielders are for, actually, Jules Bellingham, this is 7.5. It's actually quite cheap player and is very good. 6.5. Gavi, 6.5 as well. I'm not really sure about him. As you can see, his balls recovered is not that good. He's more of an attacker. So, you know, I can make a change here. And as you can see, the other half I've got Barcelona players. Great fixture. And Web. I'm going to butcher some of these names. I apologize. You know, going for them. You know, going all out. So I could make some changes. I could remove my midfielder and get Cancelo as a strong defense. So I just need to just check out that some of the, you know, press conferences and team lineups really. I've got Harry Kane against Manchester United. Good fixtures as well afterwards. So if I do continue to keep this team, yeah, it'd be good. I've got Kimmich to help me out. He will just chip in. We will do a lot of balls recovered, and hopefully he will get a couple of assists as well. Yeah, a couple of Leipzig players. Javi, I might have butchered that one as well. But a couple of Leipzig players who's actually could do really well against young boys. Some of these players we're going to kind of like take the risk on. As you can see, he is 21% owned, but other players that I have is 6%, 10%, and early on 77% there. Let's have a look if there's actually there's no, do I have any smaller percentages? Harry Kane 25, so it's quite highly owned, but most of my defenders here and my midfielders is quite low, especially my goalkeeper. Got a lovely goalkeeper here that is from Bayern Munich, that is 4.5. Looks like he's going to be starting. Got Kepas from Real Madrid. Looks like he's going to be starting. So this is my team, and I didn't want to go too much in detail on why I picked these players because I'm still like figuring it out myself. You know, I do need people's help on this one, but this is what I'm looking at. You know, just trying to really attack match day 1. If I look at some of the transfers, and if I just do all for a second and I go to selected by, you can see Cancelo is quite high, and I can understand why. You know, he's pretty much like a legendary kind of pick that could get a lot of points for a lot of us. Ter Stegen, you know, from Barcelona, to get one of the defense. I think Soma here. Soma from Inter Milan is a player that I am looking at as well. So I could just remove the Bayern Munich player. So I think his game is on the 20th. So I could do that, kind of get a Inter Milan defense. I do want another. There's quite a few Inter Milan players that I could go for, but yeah, I'm just not sure exactly. If I can maybe downgrade Kepa to 4.5, then I can maybe remove, I don't know, maybe a Kanji or something, or Otamendi. But I'm quite happy with this. It's just those little small movements, right? There's changes that we need. Now Ruben Diaz is quite popular. Um, Davies as well. That is 25% owned. As a definitely has a good chance to actually get a decent amount of returns. Edison as well, that I had in my team, but he's 6 million. It's quite expensive, really. Hernandez 6.5. I'm pretty sure there's other defenders out there that could, bring in those returns. So it's it's really up to you guys. You can just sort by selected by, you can see the highly owned players, and just go from there, really, if you're not sure. So yeah, this is how my team's looking like. I'm still going to be making some move, but as you can see, this is the problem that you could get. So you got Kepa in goal, that plays tomorrow, and you've got the Inter Milan player as well, Masoma, that plays tomorrow as well. That kind of clashes. So this is what you need to do, is to make sure that this does not happen. So for me, we need to remove Kepa. We need to look at a goalkeeper. For me, it's like 5 million. That starts today, really. So it's all about making sure that that is sorted out. Making sure the substitutes are correct. So it's very important for us to do that. So now I'm not sure about. I really want Cancelo, but I don't know if he's going to start. That's the real problem. But I'm not sure which other goalkeeper that I really want to go for. I'm not sure which goalkeeper is actually good enough for me to get some kind of returns. I think even with for the Bayern Munich goalkeeper that I had was playing on the 20th. Kepa's playing 20th as well. So that's guaranteed not going to work. So that definitely needs some changes. Akanji, interesting. I do want Edison. I do want a Manchester City. See, this is too much money there. Interesting. So, what if what's Bayern Munich? Yeah, Bayern Munich's 20th again. So this is what we need to do. Got to make sure that you get a good goalkeeper. For me, I like to have one goalkeeper for each day. As long as that's sorted out, I'm happy with that. We've got, let's bring him back. 5 million. Arsenal's playing tomorrow. Yeah, no, this is not gonna work, really. It's quite, Ter Stegen. 5.5. How am I going to get 0.5? This is not fun. Not fun at all. I might just go for a goalkeeper that is just very cheap, that doesn't even play, and just go with that, really. But I think it's quite important to get some kind of returns from your goalkeeper. If we can get something, that's better than nothing, right? But anyways, I will fix this later on. I need to review it. I need to change one of these players. So this is what I mean. I just got a couple more players to kind of look into, but other than that, I think I'm pretty much sorted. Let me know in the comments below how your team is going to be looking like. This is how my team is. Got a goalkeeper issue that I need to sort out, and maybe one midfielder that I need to fix up as well. But that is pretty much it, guys. I hope that this video has helped. Good luck and enjoy. See you guys next time. See ya.